Anyways, Paris finally came in with Jessie, and we were all just, Jessie was like, all right, what have you done? I was like, nothing, just been drinking some beers to try and get away the pain. He was like, all right, you're actually going to have to pee on it. And I was like, I can't pee on my hand right now. I was like, I don't know why I can't.
You got stage fright.
I just I couldn't. I was just like, my God. All of a sudden, like everything, every ounce of like urine that I had in me just like vanished, and it was like, no, you can't pee on yourself. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, and then I kind of just looked around, and then one of the girls was like, I'll do it.
Oh, no.
She was like, I'll do it. And I was like, all right. I was like, let's do it.
A stranger pissed on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, honestly, seriously, like. All right, Kyle, how do you want to get this one started?
We'll start it here, I reckon.
What do you mean?
No,
Start the
here.
podcast here.
All right, do we want to do an intro?
No, this is fine. This intro's working well.
We're going live. Where are we going? Basically nowhere. But that's all right. Because you've got to start at the beginning. And today, we have someone that we don't know too well.
Actually, we've met her tonight.
Yeah, we have met her tonight. Mm-hmm. But we saw her Instagram and was very fascinated.
I was fascinated.
I was, because it was really incredible.
Mm. And then I realised she was from the Peninsula.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
I'm like, what? That actually fits into what we try to do.
I know. It worked too well, honestly.
Crazy.
So here she is. Ebony King, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. So nice to meet you both as well. And you're absolute legends. So yeah, thanks for reaching out. So it's
Stop it.
good to get to know you guys. I bet it's a bit different having someone that you actually don't know from a bar of soap on the podcast.
It is actually the first time.
Yeah.
But here we are killing it already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Going on.
We want to start things off though. We want to know a little bit of background. That's what we usually do, isn't it?
Yeah. Of course.
So introduce yourself.
About me.
About you.
Cool, about me.
We don't shut up about us.
Yeah, lived on the Peninsula my whole life. Well, if you can call Frankston the Peninsula.
Yes.
Yeah, just fits in.
Yeah, just fits in, doesn't it? Right on the cusp.
Yeah,
and I always used to like say, yeah, I live on the Peninsula. So I'm glad that it fits in with that. But yeah, just a bit about me. I don't really know. Just I was studying last year. I've done a little bit of like outdoor leadership. I've only done half of a course. And then from there, I always like knew that I wanted to do something in the outdoor like travel industry. I absolutely love it. Didn't really know how. I thought that was the way to go. Thought how epic would it be to take people hiking and like on trips and stuff. And so like that's what I started to study, and then kind of realized like, that's not really it. And then like it was fun, heaps of fun. I learned a lot. So like thankful that I did do that course. But yeah, it wasn't really it. And then I started doing like the social media, just started like posting things about little trips that I did, and then just been doing that for maybe like a year and a half now.
What's it called again?
Where is this?
Where is this?
Where is this?
Do you know how many times I've wanted to comment on one of the posts? There it is. How annoying.
Oh my God.
It's the cringiest thing ever. I thought that would be a hilarious gag.
Why is no one has ever said that ever?
There
like,
it is.
Everyone always gives me like really weird, like, oh my God, like whenever I come somewhere, like, oh, like where is this? Like, and like saying that. Yeah. No one's ever said that. So
there it is.
I feel like it'd be really great
it's
if
right
you
there.
spit that
it's
one
right
out.
there.
It's right there.
It's right there. That's even better.
Yeah, but the whole aim, like the name and everything kind of came from just, so like I like always like, I don't know, use my Instagram, obviously my personal Instagram, to like just like connect with friends and to do all that kind of stuff. But I've always loved capturing nature and capturing environments and trying to really like, that's what I love to do. Like I love making them look appealing and because they are, and trying to like encourage people to go into nature. And I would always do that. And people would message me all the time being like, oh, where is this? And I was like, oh, just answering their questions. And then like during lockdown, I was like, you know what would be sick? Imagine if I could post my stories on a page and reach more people, and more people could go to these places that I post about.
So when did you start that page? Literally like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, in 2021.
Oh, true. So
2020.
it's really fresh.
No, 2020.
2020.
Midway through 2020, the first lockdown.
Okay.
I was working like full time, just wasn't like doing something that I absolutely hated. Well, it didn't hate, like it was beautiful. Like I was doing something, like my main goal in my life is to do something that impacts other people. So I was like a part of something that was bigger than me. So it was good, but like not passionately doing something. And then, yeah, I just kind of made that and didn't really tell anyone. I was like, oh my God, this is so bizarre. What am I doing? And then I was like, nah, I'm going to start telling my friends. And they were like, oh my God, that's actually a sick idea. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm just going to do it. Yeah. It's obviously changed a lot. I've gone through like different like little loops and hurdles, but
starting the Instagram for the first time is so nerve-wracking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine. How did you guys go?
Telling mates.
Not well.
Not
well.
No, it was all right. Our mates
okay.
got behind us actually. Like, and everyone still shares it all
as
the
they
time.
would. Oh, that's really, really good.
Which is kind of cool.
I think that's the part I wasn't expecting.
All
for
our
people
mates
to
sharing
just
it
like,
all the
yeah,
time.
go onto it.
To be like, what is this? This is shit. Yeah. That's what I was expecting.
I was expecting the same thing. So we announced it and we're like, oh, geez. And then like probably, I don't know, 45 people shared it.
Yeah, we actually got a fair few.
On the first
That's
ever
huge.
post. And it just said, I don't even know what it said. I think it said, we are family.
Yeah, I remember I wrote something really cringe. It was, that was so gross.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. Yeah.
I was like, no, people don't love this.
And no one knew what it was. And yeah, it's changed a lot since then, as has yours.
Yeah, but that's absolutely amazing. I feel like there's like just shows how many supportive people you have around you if everyone's like pretty epic. Makes you feel a lot more confident doing that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
Gives you a good
You
push.
never know.
This is the first pod since the radio.
Yeah, it is.
The radio is a big
radio.
deal.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how
You guys
that
should be
happened.
so proud.
That's okay.
All right, that's enough about us. All right, back to you. So when do you reckon this passion for traveling, how did it all start for you? Like, where's this all stem from?
So pretty much I was very fortunate when I was growing up. My family did a lot of like little trips every now and then. I was like a cruise kid. So like I went on like a couple of cruises when I was younger. I absolutely fell in love with like this need to see everywhere. Like I can't even express it to you. It's crazy. Like I just know that I just need to. Mm-hmm. And then when I was in high school, my high school was very fortunate. They did this program called World Challenge. Don't know if you've heard about it before.
I think so, but
World
you
Challenge.
can
Yeah,
explain
I'll
it to jog my
go
memory.
into it. I don't know. Like I was like, maybe you've been on a World Challenge trip. I didn't know. So.
I definitely have not.
Yeah.
done
Like
that.
the Amazing Race?
No.
Okay, then I haven't
Does
been on
sound like that though.
it. Okay, that's right. That's my bad.
But pretty much World Challenge, so it's basically just like a trip that's run by students. So they take, they have like the leaders, and the leaders will take the kids and
I
take
know
them
this
to
now.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and that you do like different things. So it's in like the trip is in 3 sections. So you'll do what's it called? So you'll do like a hiking portion, and then you do like a part where you're giving back to the community, and then it's just like all self-run. So you plan the entire trip. Pretty much. So they were at my school and they said, all right, I was at Frankston High School, so we had a huge like year level, like Frankston High School is a very big school, and only a couple of people got selected. And I remember I was a pain in the ass to my art teacher because she was someone that was picking like the people that were going on the trip, and I would just like go in. I'm not even shitting you. Like every single lunchtime, I'd go in and I'd be like, "Miss, did you read my application? Like, did you read it? Like, I need to go. And she was like, Ebony, leave. Like, just go. She's like, go have lunch with your friends. And I was like, no, but like, please, because I didn't know where the trip was going. And then I got accepted into it, and I also got put in the same group as my best friend. So that was just wild. And since then they've put a rule in the school that no one that's friends is allowed to go in there, primarily because of me and Sophie, because we were
Wait, what? You can't go with your friends?
No, because it's meant to be just
That's
like
the worst thing I've ever heard.
it's
Don't
meant
you want
be
to travel
like,
with your friends?
Exactly.
What if you hated someone in the other?
Yeah, imagine going to a trip somewhere, like that would actually ruin it.
I know.
Like, let's go to like somewhere like historic and with a shit person. Why would you go back?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But like, I get the whole point of it. Like, it's to get outside of your comfort zone and to meet and make friends with new people. But say you hate everyone.
12 hours on a bloke you hate.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I'm getting off.
I tell the bus driver.
Yeah,
Come
pull over here. I'll walk home.
No, that's
Off
it.
you go. That's not bad though.
But yeah, pretty much that was just, I got accepted for that trip, and then went to China, Thailand, and Laos with that trip. And I can't even put into words. I was just like, wow. Like I found like a whole new sense of like confidence. I felt like all these things that I'd wanted to do throughout my whole child life growing up, I could actually do because I put myself in a situation where I had to like learn to do these things and I did them. So then I felt even more motivated and confident to do them when I got home. And I just... yeah, it was incredible. And I've always loved like hiking and stuff, but for some weird reason, I always felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like my fitness level wasn't at that standard. And I used to look at people and I'd be like, oh my God, like that's crazy. You can hike. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really. But continue.
Yeah, but literally I was just like, oh, that's so awesome. And then I did that trip and I just did like we did 2 really awesome hikes. And then that just kind of made me realize that I can do anything that I want to do. So then
So then you just did it.
Yeah. So then I was just like, oh, cool. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to try and somehow make my life be able to go on hikes and go
That's
on
really
traveling.
cool, though.
That's cool.
That is cool that you know what you like and you're actually doing it. Like, there's so many people who say
that don't do it.
That are like, I'm going to, like, uni's a great example. I'm going to do this course and just do it and then get a job. But they like doing something else.
Yeah.
And you're actually doing it.
You're a bit like that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's more like a plan B. I'm working on plan B vigorously.
So what you think is plan A? And
Perfect world.
Yeah.
But like, you got to be realistic.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I don't mind what I'm doing at uni.
No, yeah.
Always
Data
good to be
analytics is
realistic,
okay.
but never lose touch of the main thing that you want to do.
Quote of the day.
Yeah.
Could that be the bio?
Yeah, that could be out. Yeah.
Throwing that in my Tinder bio. I'm joking.
Right along with you holding a fish. Is that right?
Yeah.
And patting his dog.
Yeah, spot on. Oh, that'll be it. So what do you do?
I am a social media marketing coordinator.
All right. Simplify.
All right.
Dumb it down.
Yeah.
We're tradies, all right?
That's my title. That's my title.
Yeah.
Don't know how I landed this job. Don't know how. I couldn't explain it to you. I just am a magic wizard woman and I like to manifest weird stuff into my life. And
that still doesn't explain it.
That's all that I can explain it like. I don't know. I'm just really like when I go into interviews, I feel like every job is a opportunity to grow. If that makes sense. No, but like I mean,
which book did you read that from?
No, I didn't. I mean, like in terms of like if I have a job, I will try and my next job will try and be kind of like a little bit more like I have to do a little bit more. Outside
of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
I'm that person. But yeah, I just kind of applied for this job and I've had amazing jobs in my life. I'm very fortunate, very lucky.
What was your worst job?
My worst job.
Like we want to know
No. What was your first job?
My first.
This says a lot about someone.
First job was Nando's.
Nando's.
Yeah.
So what were you doing?
What does that tell us about?
Were you the checkout chick?
Yeah, they're taking everyone's orders.
You know what? Tells you a lot about how much salt you put on the chips if you work at Nando's.
Oh, that's true. I would always lather up the salt for everyone. They need to have good salt. There's nothing worse than going to Nando's, getting Nando's peri-peri chips and having
no salt. Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be a common request? Extra peri-peri.
Actually, no.
Really?
Yeah.
I get it all the time.
I was a little bit...
Now I'm weird.
Yeah.
I'm weird now. Great.
We've always been weird.
Oh, that's funny. Nando's, always yours. Trolley pushing.
Yeah, someone's got to keep the economy going.
Mine was footy umpiring.
Yeah, no, I'd be terrible as a football umpire.
Footy umpiring. Gee, I copped it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hard on the body kind of job. I feel like it's been intense.
And the people on the sidelines.
I feel like it's I can be mentally draining, not physically.
I feel like I'd be all of it.
Yeah.
Under 10s though.
Yeah, but like
can barely walk.
That's a big field.
You get some passionate parents.
It's a big field.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they get angry with you.
Yeah, that's the part that I'll be like.
That's the thing.
I'll be like, what number's your son?
It's not the AFL grand final.
It's not. It's not even AFL round 1.
We're here to have fun. Let's just relax. I didn't call it holding the ball.
I haven't made a call all day.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
What we usually do here, we always ask about stories, but what frustrated me and Kyle about you was yesterday you went live on your Instagram.
Oh, okay. all right. Yeah, we got to address this.
So we were like just researching about you for like a week straight, and you go and we see that you go live yesterday, and we're like, and Kyle messages me like
straight away as soon as I found out.
Ebony just went live on her Instagram. Where is this?
Yeah,
and he's telling everyone about her trip.
Oh,
and she's just ruining all our content.
I was.
Okay, first up,
try to defend yourself, and then
I was in a mood. I really wanted to talk to some people, even though you don't really get to talk to
you
people.
You got 2 hours right now, like literally 2 hours.
I didn't really go too much into depth into my trip, just to let you all know. I feel like, and plus there was only really like 10 people.
Yeah, and I was one of them.
Yeah, see, that's only 9 people that know my stories. Everyone else has no idea.
You're right.
You know.
Well, it'll be 14 after people listen.
Yeah, it'll be 14. It'll be your parents and my parents, and that's me.
And mine too, so.
There you go.
Well, we got a few more.
16.
That was worth it.
We want to start... what I saw about a week ago was hilarious. You posted it on your story.
Mm-hmm.
It was about your hand.
Yeah.
Because you went to Hawaii recently.
Yeah.
Is that your first overseas thing with Where Is This?
Yes, first overseas thing with Where Is This. That was quite sick.
Yeah?
Yeah, had the opportunity to like kind of contact some people and be like, hi, like I do this business, and I was really fortunate to work with some people when I was over there. So it was kind of like a little business kind of thing as well. So that was really fun. But yeah, my hand was wild. I don't really know. So this day is just crazy. I was like, we spent the night on top of Haleakwa National Park, which is like, Haleakwa means House of the Sun.
Gee, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
It sounds quite inviting.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's actually a volcanic crater.
Oh, well, that's not
so
inviting, isn't it? Maybe not.
Maybe not so inviting, yeah.
Beautiful to watch the sunrise, but yeah, in a past time, probably not the best place to be. But yeah, so we spent the morning there, and it was like we watched the sunrise there, and that was incredible. And because Hawaii is just so diverse, you can like spend the morning up there and then like in 2 hours just like be at the ocean. And a couple of days before that, me and Paris met some legends. Like they were Americans, but they had been living in Hawaii for a little bit as surf instructors. And they said, hey, if you ever like want to go for a surf, like we'll take you down. And I was like, oh my God, yes. Paris had never surfed in her life. I'd only surfed like a couple of times. And I was like so keen to just try it out. And this guy, Jesse, messaged me and he was like, hey, like someone cancelled the surf lesson. Are you free? And I was like, oh, perfect. Okay. Like flight's at 4:00, but let's make this happen. Like sounds great to me. Came over, had like the booties, the surfboards, everything. And I was so excited. Went out. Had a bit of a time. I don't know. I was just like, all right, I'll get this wave, like have some fun. Paris had never surfed before. She was like, you've kind of surfed before, you go, you get the first wave. And I was like, hey, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and be cool and try and do this. I can't surf to save my life. And there is a reason for that. Yeah. And that is because Jesse specifically said to me, he was like, there is reef everywhere. He's like, when you fall, you literally just like, you fall on your back, don't put your hands, feet, nothing, just fall. And that literally just went in one ear and out the other. And when I was on the board, like as I came off it, I fell on my back, but like brushed the reef and just got like this urchin in the palm of my hand.
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin, yeah. And I was actually I was quite confused. So I was just like, what is this? And like, what do I do with this? And like, just
were there like spikes in your hand?
Yeah, like these huge, like big spikes, and like big, like worse than the photo that I put on my story, because when it happened, I was like, this is odd. Like, started to like pull them out, but they're so brittle and like fragile that they just snapped. So, anyways, and then I was like trying to like call out at the end of the beach while like Paris and Jesse were like at the back, and I was like, Jesse, like, what is this? What do I do? Like, for some weird reason, everything that I've ever learned about sea urchins just like didn't come to my brain. And then he paddled down and like helped me paddle out to the shore. And he was like, all right, do you want me to help you? And I was like, no, you've got to go and give Paris has never gone surfing before. Like, she's got to surf. Like, you go do that. I'll sort this out. And I was kind of dying inside. I was like, what is this? And like, it's so painful. It was like, literally like all of these like bees had like stung just like one part of my hand.
Oh my God.
And as I was walking out of the beach, these 2 girls were absolute legends. I kind of just like I did in my head. I was like, okay, I really want to get their attention, but like I don't know how to. It's like, Ebony, you're just gonna have to play it really cool. Like, what are you gonna do? It's just like trying to like draw attention to the fact that I was injured, just so that they would come and talk to me.
With that hand,
right? So I was just like kind of like walking, like, oh, ow, like please come and talk to me. And they did, and they were like, oh my god, like what is wrong with your hand? And I was like, I don't know. Like, come on, let's have a look at this. And we were all kind of just standing there, like unpacking it. And this guy, this local Hawaiian man, like came around and he was like, oh my gosh, like your hand, like it's so bad. You need to pee on it. You need to pee on it. I'll pee on it.
No,
I'll pee on it for you.
Don't trust him.
I'll pee on it for you. And I just looked at the girls and we were like, nah. We're just like,
Get
nah.
out of here.
And I was like, thank you so much, but we're fine. Like it's all good. And I was like, yeah, we cannot let him. So he went away. He was a bit bizarre as well. And then they're like,
shit.
yeah. He was a bit bizarre. So the girls actually had their car there. They took me in the back of their car and gave me some beers. So we were just like sitting there having a jolly old time while I'm trying so hard not to focus on the pain that's kind of going on here. And like I realized at that moment like how good I can be at like I didn't realize until I was doing it, and I kind of found it really fascinating. So like anyways, I was just drinking beers, waiting for Jesse and Paris to come in. Mind you, our flight is in 2 hours.
And it's not long.
Oh yeah, not long when you're
They have to be
surfing.
2 hours before.
Yeah, you meant to be there 2 hours before. You're right. Absolutely,
That's the thing,
right.
isn't it?
I can't even explain to you our flight situation. Every single flight.
Yeah, we'll get to
that. Yeah, we've got to cover
it's stupid.
Yeah.
But we got so I was waiting for them, just checking my time. Like shit, surely they're gonna come in soon. Like because we also hadn't checked out of our van that we hired, so like there was a lot of things that had to happen. Anyways, Paris finally came in with Jesse, and we were all Jesse was like, all right, what have you done? I was like, nothing, just been drinking some beers to try and get away the pain. He was like, all right, you're actually gonna have to pee on it. And I was like, I can't pee on my hand right now. I was like, I don't know why I can't.
You got stage fright.
I just I couldn't. I was just like, my God. all of a sudden, like every ounce of like urine that I had in me just like vanished, and it was like, no, you can't pee on yourself. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, and then I kind of just looked around, and then one of the girls was like, I'll do it.
No.
She was like, I'll do it. And I was like, all right. I was like, let's do it.
A stranger pissed on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, honestly, seriously, like speaking for the normal average Joe here, who's thinking why.
I thought it was just jellyfish.
But like, no, why is that? Well, how could that help?
Oh my God, I can't
right.
even explain to you. It literally like it balances the pH levels.
Oh,
So-
no, don't believe it.
Science.
It does.
Yeah.
Science. Bullshit.
But genuinely, oh my God, it was so painful.
Was it like almost instantly?
As soon as the warmth of the pee hit my hands,
Oh, this is so... Yeah. No, keep it going. We love it.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at her. I was like, thank you so much. Should we actually like...
That's such a weird thing to say to someone.
No, wait, did you wash it off?
Yeah.
How long? How long
like-
did you have to wait?
So I let it sit there for a little bit. I kind of like had to cup my hand so some of the pee would like stay.
Yeah, no, this is survival 101.
So I had to do it. And yeah, but she cut open like half a beer can and peed in it, and then she poured it on my hand. So I didn't like sit there with her like peeing on me.
That's an interesting...
That's better.
Actually, yeah. And it's quite funny because she's a tattoo artist, so we kind of spent the rest of the time designing a tattoo. So when I go to San Diego, I can get it.
It's better than, I was imagining like a full squat with an arm underneath.
Yeah, see,
I was as well, and I was like, that is courage.
That's why I have to, give you... I can't let you sit on my
Cup
hand.
is
It wasn't
way better.
that.
Yeah.
She just like went behind a tree and just like peed in a can, and then we poured it on my hand.
Could have been hot water or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear it helped so much. I kept saying to her, because we stayed there for like a little bit, not that much longer because we did have our flight.
Yeah.
But I kept saying like, thank you so much. Like this is really good. Like you really helped me out here. Like you can go home. She was flying home the next day. I was like, you can go home feeling like you've really helped the fellow out. Yeah.
That's insane. I've heard stuff like that kind of. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I've heard that like method before.
I only heard about jellyfish and whatnot.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the snake bite and you got to suck it out.
Yeah, no, I'm dead.
That is so false.
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's got to be false.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah. That can't be right.
Then you're both pretty much dead, aren't you? Because I reckon there'll be some still in your leg.
Sucking up.
Basically, you've wasted the time trying to get it out by your mouth.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't be it.
That can't be right.
Just cut your leg off.
No. That is a fascinating procedure.
But to make matters worse, I also didn't treat it for the whole rest of my trip, and then when I got home as well. So the past like week, I'd been in like excruciating pain, like sending like shocks down my hand, and then I only just recently went to the doctors.
Wow.
So that wasn't your initial thoughts. Let's get this fixed.
I was so like everyone in Hawaii was just like all the locals and like everyone was just like it'll just come out naturally. Like put your hand in vinegar, like hot water and vinegar, and it'll make the skin around it like just weak, and then they'll push out because they're too brittle for you to like take out. And I was like, oh, okay, and I just kind of like let it be. And then I kind of when I got home, I like tried to pick up a pen, and I was like, oh my gosh, like so painful.
So the doctor, which like around here,
just I wanted my parents were freaking out. They were like, you need to go to the hospital. I was like, guys, calm.
Calm.
No, but you should have, shouldn't
What
you?
would his reaction be? You know,
But, like,
usually
honest-
deal.
My dad?
No,
Or-
not your dad.
Oh,
Where'd your
if I
dad
did
come
it.
from?
I thought
mate?
you were saying if it was me. I was
I'm
like,
talking about the doctor, mate.
Oh, the doctor, yeah. My dad is a doctor, but that's besides the point.
Oh my god. Like, what's wrong with you? Oh,
Yeah, he'd be like, why
I
is
got-
it still in here?
I got
Yeah.
stung by a sea urchin in Hawaii.
Over a week ago.
And he'd be like, oh, right.
Do you want to get it fixed or not? It's like,
Well, the options were really silly. It was kind of just like he said to me, yeah, it's going to be painful. He's like, either I can cut your whole palm open, like literally like, because this one is the one that's infected. I don't know if you can see, but it's like quite
Yeah, it's
swollen.
bruised.
yeah, it
and
doesn't
bruised.
look right.
It looks better now.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for
But
it.
when I went to the doctor, it was pretty swollen. And he said I'd have to like get it cut out, like that whole section of my palm. And he was like, you will not be able to use your hand for like 5 weeks just because like it's a complete open wound and it'll have to be so deep because it's so deep and you can't pick it out. So I was like, he's like, you can do that or you could just like have some antibiotics and wait for it to get infected and push it out. And I was like,
Antibiotics?
let's do that.
Yeah, there we
Sounds
go.
good.
Something I've never taken just quietly.
Antibiotics?
No.
Firstly,
I
you
have.
haven't taken any sleeping tablets
No.
or antibiotics.
No.
Have you ever been to the doctors?
I go like once every 3
Yeah.
years.
He's got a crook heart.
I got a crooked heart and I go to an appointment
Right.
every year. And I fainted in the... Remember that
we
story?
discussed that. Yeah.
I fainted again about 3 weeks ago.
No, respect.
Again.
I like that.
He talks about like heart stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
don't mess. Yeah, don't talk
So
about
then
someone's
that makes
brain.
you-
Don't talk about someone's heart.
Freaks me out. Full on ask for the bin again. Like I need to
Had to-
vomit.
Really?
Again. Yeah. And Dad's just pissing himself laughing.
Yeah, okay.
I've
Grant,
never gotten,
I
like,
would,
the
I would
whole-
pay to be in that room.
Yeah.
Grant would be like, "What the hell are you doing, Jack?"
Yeah. Not good. Like I didn't want to bring that up, but it's up.
It's up. And
It's out on the
there.
table.
We were talking about your flights before though. Didn't you miss your flight by 12 hours?
Oh my god.
How did that happen? How do you
Oh,
miss your flight?
That
by
was
much?
that was
12 hours
okay.
is a long gap.
It's a long gap.
Yeah.
So this was my first first trip outside of school, outside of family with my best friend Sophie. And when we were in Sri Lanka, we met up with one of our friends and he was there and we were like all just sharing stories. And I don't know why, but I thought that the flight was at 10 o'clock at night. Like I was just like set, like that's what it was. Sophie never asked. So like...
That's weird, though.
I never double checked. So we were both just like, it's at 10. Let's go have a day at the beach. Awesome. Cool. We're with our friend sitting there having cocktails on the beach, having a good old laugh, like so chill knowing that our flight's going to be at 10 o'clock at night. And then when we got back to the hostel, I was like, all right, like let's start packing. I was like, I'm just going to quickly just check what time the flight is. And I was like, oh my God, Sophie, it was at 10 o'clock this morning. And I can't even explain to you the stress. I can't. And me and Sophie just looked at each other like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Don't know what to do. Because like time difference as well. And
Yeah.
me and Sophie were just like, I tried to like call my parents because I was like, I don't like know. Like, what do I do? Like, we're going to try and do this. And my mum and dad were asleep, obviously, because it's like whatever time it was there. And we're just like, yeah, going to try and make that situation happen, but somehow we managed to get home. But it cost us so much money, and it's something that I've learned so strongly not to ever do again.
There's so much about that story that just makes me so anxious. The fact that you didn't check your time, like the time of your flight. Do you know how many times I have to check the doors locked before I go out?
Yeah. And
I
my
have to
car.
go 3 times. Everything's in like threes. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Lock the car. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm
and then I
same.
went out before. Did it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm the same. I lock
It's
my car as
so
soon as I go
funny.
out subconsciously.
Yeah.
Then I walk probably 15 meters
Did I actually do
towards
it?
the thing. I'll turn around, lock it again.
Yeah.
See like the lights
Yeah,
flash.
you have to do that.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's locked.
Obviously, I've learned from now. Like, I will never do it again. Like, I can't. I'm paranoid. Like, ask Paris. Paris was actually kind of fed up with me at certain points when we were in Hawaii. She was like, you've looked at it enough. Like, I was like, Paris, no. Like, we can't. Every time we got into the airport, she would like, wouldn't want to talk to me because I'd be just like, so anxious. Like, we should go down to our gate now. She's like, Ebony, the gate doesn't open for 30 minutes. Like, you are fine.
That is a hilarious story. The trip to India.
Oh, yeah. So,
no, wait.
No, I hope that it isn't what I think that it is because that was scary. Anyways, what were you going to say?
I think it was a scary one.
Yeah.
Is it involving a tour guide?
Oh, no. What
Damn
was that
it.
one?
No, tell the other one.
No. Tell me the tour guide one.
Wait a second.
I don't even know how much of a story this is.
So your trip to India wasn't a part of the Where Is This thing?
No.
This was previous.
This was in 2019. So I
Right.
started the page in 2021. 2020.
Who'd you go with?
Sophie.
Sophie again.
Yeah.
You like travelling with Sophie.
Yeah.
Sophie's
Sophie's
good.
good.
Sophie is my
Sophie
friend.
is
Yeah.
good.
Sophie is my friend that I did World Challenge with as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was in my group.
So your trip to India.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Kyle did the research.
What did you pick up?
I tried. Actually, yeah. No, we'll go with this one first. I don't know how much of a story this is or whether this is just what happened. But you were on a tour guide, I think.
Yeah.
Someone was like he was telling you the do's and don'ts.
Mm-hmm.
And you deliberately did what you weren't meant to do right next to a lake.
What did I? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is this?
No, it was just like this really sacred like lake area.
Can we just pause?
Yeah. Like.
A sacred lake. Yeah? We're in another country, a sacred lake.
Probably shouldn't be hanging around.
No, we're 5 meters back.
Reminds me of Uluru.
All of it,
Yeah.
sacred rock.
Yeah, like
Climate.
yeah. There's some parts you can't walk in there. Ebony was hanging around the sacred.
I was saying,
Okay, sacred lake.
way too
back
close.
to you.
We were with a tour. Anyways, this was like the first couple of days in India. I don't know. I was just like, me and Sophie just shouldn't like be traveling together because we don't really like. We're just laughing and just having a jolly old time and like listening to someone talking like isn't at the top of my brain when she's next to me because we're just laughing about other random stuff. And I must have just completely, I don't know what I did. I must have just missed whatever he said, but he said like basically just do not go like in the lake, like it's slippery. Like if you're going to,
The tour guide.
yeah, he was like, if you go in there, like you're going to do, and of course me being myself just kind of like stood right in the spot that he said not to stand. And
So
just
key words there.
Yeah.
Don't. Slippery. All right? Pretty straight. Yeah.
Not
in
Okay.
one ear out the other though. Like
Gone. So far gone.
So it's kind of just like my like internal self heard the conversation and was like, do it. So I did it and fell over in front of everyone. And like I wasn't friends with these people yet, so it was just not that nice.
Into the
Into
sacred,
a sacred lake.
the sacred lake. So
Mental.
is this a big lake? It's not.
It's actually a big lake. It's like not like
Why
it's
is
not
it?
like your typical lake. It's kind of like built around it, so it'll have like tiles and stuff like on the outside of it.
So it's like a pool.
Yeah, it's a sacred pool.
I don't know.
I guess you can kind of say so. I don't really know. This was quite a while
But
ago.
you
My
went
memory's kind of fading.
You went full splash in the lake.
Like stood, fell like right on my back. Yeah, kind of situation.
Splash.
Yeah.
Fell on your back.
Well, like just like on like I like fell like down.
Was it deep?
No, because I fell like on like the step.
Oh,
like
so you've
not
only
into
just...
it. Like no. That's like a
okay.
whole swimming situation. I didn't do that.
Did you
Yeah.
hear like voices talk to you as you entered the lake or something?
Kind of explains the weird things that have been happening recently.
True.
Kidding.
Oh wow.
I'm joking.
Jeez, let's not go there. Would you recommend people our age or even younger, or even say 20s in general, to go travelling before, getting stuck in to what is supposed to, like societal ways of
Yeah.
normal life?
100%.
Like bringing up kids and like getting locked down a bit.
I feel like, that's basically like the whole point of my page. I'm going to get better at like kind of putting that off. And it's something that I kind of lost touch of before I recently just went away. But like coming back from my recent trip to Hawaii, I was just like, in complete like awe of like how good I felt, how much I learned, and like just like how much like it's so good for us as like, especially at this age, like pristine time. Like if you feel like you don't really like know yourself to a whole extent, or like you want to break through boundaries, or you feel a little bit stuck, or you feel like there's something else for you that you need to experience, like traveling is the absolute best way to do that. I feel like you staying stuck in your natural environment of like your home, just like even just staying on the peninsula, like it's so easy to get caught up in it. The peninsula has everything. It's beautiful. You have your friends, you have your family, everything's gorgeous. And like it's like that environment is actually kind of toxic in a way, because then it never lets you leave that space and never lets you actually grow. And traveling is just incredible. Like you don't only see like the most beautiful places in the world. You walk away with like these memories that you will cherish for the rest of your life. You walk away with deeper connections with people, not even just people like yourself. And I can't vouch for people to do it enough. I feel that, yeah, you're going to live a more fulfilling life if you do it now. But can also continue to do it when you get older. But definitely now, like you want to connect with yourself like that, with the earth like that. Like you will come, like there's so much craziness that's happening in the world, and like you want to try and like connect more deeply to the earth and like care for the environment. And if you share a deeper connection with it, then you're more inclined to do that. And yeah,
because you hear from people like that are old, they're like, oh, I wish when I was your age,
Yeah,
I wish I did
this.
I wish I did this. I wish I went traveling. You just got to do it. You pretty much go anywhere.
so sick.
Anywhere it's different. Like I could go to, I don't know, Barwon Heads and think, whoa.
Yeah, Barwon is
This is
country.
awesome.
Yeah.
Anywhere that just isn't home and just like what you're used to, you just pretty much have a good time.
Oh, 100%.
Like you could go anywhere in like Victoria if you're going on holiday. Like in lockdown, remember how we couldn't go anywhere?
Oh,
I couldn't go.
It
Yeah.
just grew like a greater appreciation for your like back park.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, God, I love that place.
Yeah.
It's like, did you know that you would have loved that place before then? No, because
No.
you wouldn't have gone there.
And completely.
Yeah, the
Agreed.
world is just like, yeah, there's so much to see. And like obviously like it's so exciting that you get to do that with your kids. Like I feel like my favorite part of like growing up was I wouldn't be the person that I am today if my parents didn't take me on little camping trips or little like holidays and stuff like that. But yeah, no, definitely got to do it.
Good content, eh?
That's good content.
I really need
that
a
just
piss.
reminded me of like, you need to explore different places. We keep going to the Grand. Why did
Keep going to the
we
Grand.
always go to the Grand? Like there's Tantai's right around the corner, and I had an absolute ball of a time last time. Why do you just need to get out of your circle?
This is the thing. Keep going to the Grand.
But if you're in Mornington, you go to the Grand.
No, I'm not going back to the Grand.
Yeah, it's because we're
Oh,
not
you
allowed.
say that now. It
No,
always
we're
happens.
Always happens.
It always happens.
See you
no
there
more
next
Grand.
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon this is a good question. So it's a big deal. You love traveling, and the big question is, where do you want? Well, what's a place that you're like, oh, I need to go there?
Ooh,
Or your next stop.
my next stop. I'm actually really torn between Iceland and Peru.
Iceland. Bang.
Iceland,
Yeah.
go Iceland.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, really, really torn between it. The only thing that's holding me back is how expensive Iceland is. I feel like I need it's very expensive. You can go during like the off season, which is obviously not going to be as busy and not as expensive, but
Not as nice.
just, not as nice.
Aren't there periods of just like pure daylight?
Yeah, that's why it's so intriguing. Like pure, like the sun doesn't
I would
go down.
mentally.
But
go
the other side of it, there's only
Darkness,
3 hours
yeah.
of light.
I
Isn't
That
think it's
would
like
be
I think it's 3 months each side of like the
3
year.
months of pure darkness.
Yeah.
That'd be the most depressing
And then
thing
pure
ever.
lightness.
it? Yeah. Gee, you'd want to be a torch company.
Yeah. Oh my god.
See, I actually thought of that one off the dome.
Don't want it. I don't want it.
But
joking.
yeah, I don't know. I've always had Peru at the top of my list, so I've always wanted to do Machu Picchu, but like done like the
That's a Pokemon.
the
I'm pretty
Morix.
sure.
The
Machu
Morix.
Picchu, yeah. It's
Yeah,
good.
I've like my dream growing up was going to Nepal, but I did that. So now it's kind of like looking for like a more one hike. I don't know.
You know how you make stories of people like walking? Mm-hmm. Do you tell them, can you walk that way?
Yes. I'm actually interested about
Can you
that.
be like, nah, give me 3 seconds. All right, start walking.
Okay, so at the start, no, like
Yeah.
I would never ever do that. I would just kind of like I'm quite a slow walker, so like I would genuinely be at the back anyways. So I'd like kind of do that, and I still I still am. I don't really like walking in front because I like to capture the moments. But then I don't know, I never really used to, but then sometimes like if I all of a sudden get a really good like shot, like it looks really beautiful, and then my friends have accidentally walked too fast, be like, Billy, like can you just come back a little bit? And she's like, Ebony, and I'm like just nothing change, just come back like 5 steps, and then she'll do it. And like my friends are just so used to it now, and like some of them kind of like get a little bit like, oh my god, like honestly, like Paris was so good, like she was so great on the trip. Like at some points, like I'd just be like, oh, just like do this, and she'd be like, yep, I'm like fine, just straight into like model mode. It's like, you don't need to do that, just walk. we're good. So yeah,
gives you a star jump.
Yeah. But it's really, but that's like the whole thing about my page as well. Like I don't want it to be like that. Like I don't want to ask people to do things. Yeah, because like that's not it. Like I'm trying to capture like people having a beautiful experience traveling and outdoors in nature. And like if you ask someone to do that again and again, then it's obviously not going to capture that. So like I just try and like be like on my best like guard. And it is hard. I am always wanting to be so present whenever I'm traveling, and like there's times where I'm just like I can't really be bothered touching my phone and recording things, but like if I'm really like in like I don't know, I just like love capturing things. Like if I'm really like in that mood and I'm in a really beautiful place and it's doing all the things for me, then like I'm just like always capturing it.
There's a huge famous wave in Hawaii. It's called Jaws. You've ever heard of it?
I think I have.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't know much.
Pretty
about
sure
it.
that's where it is.
Yeah,
it's a world famous spot.
Yeah. And you were there.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
No, I didn't know.
Devastating, isn't
That's
it?
really upsetting, actually.
It's
How
like
about
40
that?
feet. Yeah, it's a huge
What?
wave. Yeah, it's massive.
Okay, cool. That's
Wave
fine.
surf, big wave surfing.
Never knew. That's fine.
Where is it?
Next time,
I
actually.
think that's insane. Like
Yeah.
big wave surfers.
Yeah, crazy.
That is just
So cool.
Do you reckon? I actually thought about doing this with my mates before. They weren't keen at all, but I thought it would have been fun. So we go on a trip, like
Alright.
somewhere in Australia.
Yep.
But you don't bring your mobile phone, and you buy.
For it.
Yeah, you
For it.
buy 2 prepaid
it.
phones for the whole group.
You what?
So there's 2 prepaid phones. Just like a
Just a
Just a
flip
key.
Like a
phones or
little
something?
like, yeah.
something you can't go on social
On
media
Facebook.
with.
Yeah.
And you'd only use for calling and texting, and you do your trip with just those. Yeah, so you don't have directions of where you're going. You just got Melways.
That's so sick.
my
That's
God.
so fun.
Do you reckon that would be fun?
It would definitely be fun. I feel
Yeah.
like it would definitely bring you more close to your friends.
And if you
like,
want to take a photo, you got to have an actual camera.
yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
That would be
It
fun.
would be
for
so fun.
We'd so get lost.
Or like a
We'd be
week.
driving to South Australia.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere near South Australia.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
are you going to South Australia?
No, I'm not.
I was going to say.
Wouldn't mind it though.
Gotta go.
SA is
sick.
good.
Yeah, that's like one of like that's how I started doing my road trip guides.
So is
After
this
I did
where it
my
all
road
began?
trip, kind of, yeah.
Was that the first trip that was Where Is This?
That was the first trip with Where Is This,
Shit.
and
Come full
it
circle.
was just mind blowing. Like having like being able to have like a reason to also like I would always just like capture these things because I was so passionate. But then I was passionate and I also could influence other people, so it was really cool. I didn't have many followers at the time, maybe like 2,000, 3,000.
That's 6 times
Oh,
as
gee,
much
that's
as many ways.
so annoying. Gee, that sucks, doesn't it, Jack?
Korea's actually got a bit to it.
Oh,
Plenty
Victoria's got
going
so
on.
much to it.
It's actually, what is it called on the number plate? The place
Oh,
to be.
It's the place to be, or like something
Always
like that.
reading it on the back of everyone's cars. Have you
place
been
to
to Wilson's prom?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Yes, been there
Yeah.
a few times.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have.
I've never seen the
And
view
it's
from Mount
God's
Oberon
country.
though.
Ooh.
Have you seen that?
They've said it 1 million
I've
times.
seen it about 5,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Do you mean in terms of other people or like
Yeah.
you got?
I've seen it a few times. Seen
I've
it.
been there a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
and then
Anyone that
everyone
goes up
posts.
there throws on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
actually
just
funny to be
It's a
like, oh,
classic
where's
spot.
that?
Where's that?
Oh, gee, that's a good photo. I've
Where
never
is
seen
that?
that one. Where is this?
Where is this?
As
There it
turns
is.
out, right there.
Right there.
It's always
Right
been
there.
here.
It's right there. Might call this episode that. It's right there.
right
It's
there.
right there.
That's actually quite good. I like it.
Could be. We might start our own Instagram page
Should we,
based on the Mornington Peninsula.
should we get stuck
That's
into
right,
the,
yeah.
the final segments? I've got some questions to ask.
In terms of this segment, or
No, mate, that one.
you would want to? Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
I reckon this is a good question.
Yeah, because like it's not everything's positive.
No.
There's negatives.
You wrote it down. I reckon you
I
have the
did.
honour of asking it, mate.
So like when you travel, it is essential that your company is good.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of person do you definitely not want to travel with?
Is this like aiming at anyone?
No, it's not aiming at anyone.
No,
No. We don't even know. Well, it's their first time meeting you. We actually don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
Probably someone that doesn't know how to like read. If it's just, it's hard. If it's just me and another person, read a map probably.
Snore? That's what I was going.
Yeah, yeah, definitely read a map or just like I don't know, not read a room or can't
Read a
clean.
room. That's probably better.
Yeah,
like
like
that
not
one.
be able to read a room or like manners and things like that as well. If you're in a group setting,
Okay.
or I don't know. I feel like reading the room is probably the biggest one for me. I feel like you got to kind of like, if you're working with a group of people, kind of like understand where everyone's levels are at, not trying to push everyone outside of their like zones.
Isn't it street smart quite a thing?
Street smarts instead of book smarts.
Yeah, what's a street smart? What does street smart even mean?
I don't know. Like just, I don't know, just
Street
being
smarts
aware,
is like
I
just
guess.
how you communicate.
So if someone's street smart, what are they good at? Like,
They're like good at, I don't know, they understand how things work in the community.
Things
It's
that
just like-
aren't in books.
Yeah, not in books.
how to change a tyre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So life skills.
So,
I only
yeah.
learned that recently, actually.
Yeah.
Never had to, ever.
Yeah.
Change a
Only
tyre.
never had to.
I've
I've
nev-
only just learned like recently. I told one of my mates.
So you can
like,
do it?
Never, just.
The hard way, or
Hey?
do you learn? So you popped a tyre.
Hey, oh no, I haven't done it the hard way. No.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Right.
No, because I was talking to one of my mates. I'm like, if this tyre goes, and I don't trust my car at all. Like that's well documented, but I don't trust it. And I was like, all right, I need to know if one of these tyres goes, because it's going to. I know it's going to. Like there's so many, like the fuel gauge doesn't work. Indicator works every now and then. No, it works. All right. And if the tyre goes, and when it goes, I need to know how to fix it. And I fixed it, and I learned.
Isn't it called?
It's a life skill. That's a life skill.
It
you
is a
need to
life
know.
skill. I would say that's street smart.
That's street smarts.
So you want to travel with someone who's street smart, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%. Knows how to read what time the flight is would be ideal.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
travel with Ebony.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
No, you'd have full on ideas. I'd get to a place and I'd be like, all right, we're here. What do we do? That's what I'd be like.
Oh yeah, I don't
Oh,
like
let's
that.
go to the
I don't
hotel.
like it. So I need someone that researches before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that just reminds me. It's like, you know, when you're watching a movie and you're both watching it for the first time, and you're like, oh, who's that? No. Wait, what did he say? No, are they like? Well,
Someone who asks questions.
Yeah,
Stop
like,
stop
I've never
asking
seen
questions.
it, so I wouldn't know.
I do this all the time. I'm like, we're literally at the same level. We're learning at the same time. So like, stop asking me. Oh, it does my head in. And I just feel like if you go somewhere and you have no research, it's like, okay. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. What are we doing today? Don't know.
You go to a
not gonna
restaurant
tell
for the
you.
first time with someone. What's good here?
Oh,
Mate.
ask
Yeah,
me for
I
the specials. What are the specials? Mate, you don't care. I know you don't care. What's the soup of the day? No.
I don't know.
You're not going to buy it, so it doesn't matter.
I actually am one of those people that do ask people in terms of, because I find it really hard to make decisions on like food things. I feel like there's like so many like ways I could go, and then I'd be like, so what would you say? I like someone that can like
Ask for recommendations.
Yeah, I like to
That's
travel.
okay.
I like to travel with someone that's really good at like making a decision. Like I like.
Yeah, that's not me.
I
Yeah,
reckon,
That's not me.
I reckon honestly, throw the camera on
Oh
yourself,
my God,
Croft.
put it on you.
Put
We
it on
need to
you and
discuss this.
unmute yourself. I reckon you are this person. Are you not?
I don't think I've made a decision for about 3 months.
We have I reckon deliberately been like, all right, Croft, what do you reckon? And we've messaged each other individually and been like, don't give an answer. We're going to wait for him to see.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, oh, yeah, guys, I don't know. And you're like, no, Croft, you make this decision. No, guys, I don't want to.
I'm really good at getting out of like making.
But he is.
decisions.
He's really, he's smooth. He
Yeah,
knows how to get out of it, though.
Me and you both. I feel like.
That's what it's all about.
That's funny. Yes. Indecisiveness is I find hilarious.
Oh,
What do
it's
you
frustrating. Trust me.
What do you want for lunch?
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't decide. that looks good, but that looks good.
We're always going to get YOMG anyway. Like,
Always going to get it.
we always
know
get it. We're always getting it.
But you still say, oh, I don't know. Yeah.
You go to the pub, you look at the menu for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah, I get a pub.
okay.
That's it.
Or when you're at the bar and there's like 16 beers on
Oh,
tap,
every time.
and he's like, "What are you after, mate?" And I'm like, "Oh, Carlton." That's what everyone's
Back to
like.
the original.
Yeah, everyone's like that. I reckon we should get stuck into the final segment.
All right, this is the
Sure.
best part of the podcast. Everyone's listening just to get to this part, and it is quick fire questions.
I'll ask first.
All right, go.
Right.
How would you act differently if you knew the world was a simulation?
I would take even more risks than I already do.
Yeah, it's smart actually. See, I'm not that smart.
Nah. I'd be like, that's still risky. I wouldn't.
They're quick. Go, mate.
Okay, if you were given any luxury item but you couldn't sell it, what would it be?
I don't know. Like,
Oh, you're so.
You
lucky.
strike
I don't
me as
care
someone who
about-
isn't.
Yeah,
What?
you
You're
don't
not very
like luxury.
materialistic, nor am I.
no, that's why I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Oh, okay. That's I guess, like, yeah, Tesla's good. A house would be good. I'd just like to have
How
a
are
house.
we ever going to buy a house?
We're not.
I'm
No,
not
we're not.
buying
No, yeah,
it.
like,
You're gonna live
we're
with
never-
4
yeah.
roommates forever.
We're not buying a house.
It's not going to happen. So
Anyone
I'd like to
listen-
get given one. That would be good.
Yeah, parents don't.
And I wouldn't sell it anyway.
No.
No,
No.
My mum and dad want to move out of this place. I'm like,
No,
why?
you're not allowed.
Why?
No.
this is.
It's gorgeous.
Like, give it to me.
yeah. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. You guys can move somewhere else. I'll look after it. You know, because I'm not buying a house. I got $4,000 saved. I couldn't even buy half a car. If
House is not half a car.
if the police broke down your door, do they have to pay for the damages?
Yeah. Well, it depends what for. I'm quite a. I reckon that they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can put up a good fight. You broke it down.
You'd take them on?
Yeah, I'd take them on. I've taken on the police before. I've gotten out of a couple of fines.
No, she hasn't.
Presented myself in court.
Incriminating
Really?
yourself now.
I have.
You've represented yourself in
Yeah,
court.
I did. I don't know how.
And this wasn't
the
brought up
final
till now,
verdict
why?
Was, because it doesn't really have anything to do with travelling, but I got
Okay.
done for what did I get done for? For having not a registered license.
Oh,
Nothing too
Okay,
fancy.
you didn't like.
Did you win?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
that's
Evie.
good.
But like that's still like it was like an $850 fine and it was like 3 demerit points. So,
Ew.
I'd be going as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
My sister just got, you know how you can get elected as a citizen to do jury work? To be a juror?
Yeah.
She is going to be in a jury in 6 months' time doing a case.
Wow.
deciding.
No way.
She got randomly selected.
That
What?
Yeah.
is so unlucky.
How weird is that? Because you know,
Funny as.
juries, there's 12 of them, and
Yeah.
they get randomly selected all over Australia
Yeah.
What?
for a case. Any
Yeah.
random case. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Grace got selected as one of the.
That's quite fun though.
Would you
What
be,
are the odds though?
Would you be like in the room just saying, "Oh, guys, I don't care."
Yeah. I'm just here to get it over with.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, isn't it?
Funny as.
All right. So why do round pizzas come in a square box and cut into triangles?
What? How did you think of this one? This is so weird.
I don't know,
That
it
is
just makes
so
you think.
strange.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
There's a lot of
What
geometry
is the logic
going on
behind
there,
it?
mate.
Do you reckon it takes too long to fumble in like a square pizza than it takes to just slide in a circle pizza?
I don't know. I really didn't think about it.
Well,
to be honest.
garlic. Isn't garlic pizza even more fancy? Isn't it a rhombus?
It is a rhombus. That's actually right. They are cut into rhombuses. Wait, or is it rhombi?
I think rhombus sounds
That
better.
is ridiculous. Rhombi. Oh my god. Is it possible to cry underwater?
I thought this was a very yes/no kind of answer.
Like, do you wipe your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you wipe the tear off?
No, it would just no. I think it could just be crying and then just go away.
Oh, okay.
Do you pee in your wetsuit when you get cold?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a big yes.
on the weekend.
Yes.
Yes, freezing. So cold at the moment.
Henry Crowder did a floaty.
Huh?
Henry Crowder.
He did a floaty.
He's taken one out there.
No way.
No, he
Yeah,
has
big
not.
time. I swear to God, he's
No
taken one
way.
out there.
That
I'm-
is-
I swear
that
to
doesn't
God.
surprise
That
me.
is so.
Yeah.
That is
But
so courageous. It's not funny.
I don't think I could do that, but
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't.
Yeah.
There is no way.
I think he must have been by himself.
he must. You know what? I hope he was.
I reckon Lily was there.
Lily,
Oh, for her. Oh,
Lily was standing on the shore and just washed up next
All
to
right,
him.
hurry up, Henry.
oh God.
What animal would you like to be reincarnated as?
Dolphin.
Dolphin, because
Why?
they're so friendly. Is that a thing?
Smart.
Well,
they're
'cause
smart,
so, yeah,
aren't
they can like they
Even though
can
they kind of act dumb.
yeah, they're so smart. They can like I don't know, they speak via like some weird things and like some other interesting stuff as well. They're super duper smart. They use more of their brain capacity than we do. And yeah, they just seem like a fun animal to be.
Yeah, to be honest, it's quick fire questions. You don't have to
Yeah,
explain
I was going to go a lot more into it and I was like, yeah, I'll leave it at that.
All right, if you could travel to one place again and you can only like repeatedly go to this one place,
Yeah.
where would it be?
Nepal.
Wow.
Gee, that was
So you've
quick.
been
So
there.
fast.
That was
Yeah.
very quick.
You've
Yeah.
been there. No, Patty went there.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I did that
Did you go base
Annapurna
camp or something?
Yeah, I did Annapurna base camp.
Wow.
Incredible. Yeah, you need to go. You need to do it. So
I
cool.
reckon really good people would come out of Nepal.
Oh, great people. Yeah.
Like, because there's not many people around. And, you know, they'd just be friendly all the time. They can't get
They
angry at much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nepalese people are so beautiful,
Mm.
and like all the travelers that are in Nepal are just like legends.
Yeah.
Legends. You go into the hostel and everyone's like, "Oh, come on a hike with us tomorrow. Come on, do this," and you're like, "Oh, okay. I've already had my hike booked, but I'll cancel that so I can go with you."
Mm.
Yeah,
So it'd be like Canadians. Very nice.
pretty much. Yeah, I
How
haven't really
come
met
they're
any.
like nice and we're like, do you reckon over there they think they're all really nice or they just think they're normal? And then they come here and like, gee, they're a bunch of assholes.
I think that
I was
people.
just-
I don't know. I think people just take our like language differently.
Yeah, do you reckon people like Australians? People say
People
we're nice.
love Australians.
Americans do, but like
Americans are
can
obsessed
be-
with us.
You know, but like, you know.
Yeah,
Is it the English that don't rate us so much?
maybe.
I think that could
I
be
think
it.
so.
Mm.
I think they have a little bit of a weird spot for us.
Because
Yeah.
we originated from,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we've kind of, yeah.
But yeah. Yes.
All right, we always ask this, who would you nominate as a future guest for the podcast? Could
Um,
be anyone, could be a friend, could be whoever.
Could be someone you hate.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh, I could say everyone.
They could fit, you know, they do their own thing. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Literally everyone. I have really amazing people in my life. I don't know, maybe even like we were talking about Silk before, like she could be a really amazing person to have on the podcast. She obviously is like a very independent woman and she's created the successful like creative art industry for herself. She's self-employed now and she's doing amazing things. Also, I reckon another amazing person would be Talia, who I was talking to you about before as well. She's incredible and I feel like she would have so many enlightening things to tell you and like she's done a lot in her life as well. But yeah, they're two great people.
We might forward a message
We might
yeah.
have to.
on behalf
Yeah.
of Ebony.
I really think that you should. Yeah, they're
Wow.
two amazing girls.
I reckon they're good nominations. I want to say a big thank you for you to coming on.
Thank you
Yes,
for having me.
Thank you, Ebony.
Yeah, it's been great fun. And
Has
as long as it is fun, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's all we do it for. Bit of a laugh.
Had the best time.
But yes, everyone check out Where Is This
Where
on
Is This?
Instagram. We'll put the handle up on the screen. Absolutely, everyone go check
Tag
it
in
out.
the photo.
'Cause
Yeah.
it is really awesome. And
Shall I
she's-
do a little post tonight? Like, where is this?
Where is that is
Maybe.
kind of awesome.
Yeah, should we?
That's actually kind of cool.
Might
We
ha-
usually take photos after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, just
We can
like
make it
with
happen.
That thing. Just
Just
like us
us.
three, you know.
You know, you can talk to our manager later.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
I'll have to have a word.
Yeah, that's all right.
Nah, but thank you. It's been awesome.
Nah, it's
Good
been
fun.
so epic.
And yeah, what you're doing we reckon's pretty cool. So it's been good to have you on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Same reciprocated. What you guys are doing is incredible. And I can't wait to see what happens in the future with everything.
No, God bless.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's a wrap.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.